All right, good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome to the King 2023 El Sistema Residency.
Buenas tardes a todos y bienvenidos al sistema de residencia de este año.
I'm Garrett Mendez, the Director of Performing Arts at King School, and also the co-founder and artistic director of Project Music.
Tenemos a Garrett, director, y también el cofundador del programa de Project Music, aquí en el distrito de King.
This is our 8th annual. We started this the first year that Project Music existed.
Este es nuestro, ya es el año octavo que estamos haciendo este programa.
We started with just a handful of Project Music students, some of my King students, and maybe about 10 Baltimore students.
Empezamos con unos cuantos estudiantes nomás de aquí de Project Music y luego también de Baltimore.
This year, we have 8 different programs. We'll introduce those in a little bit, and right around 150 students.
Este año son 8 programas y más de 150 estudiantes.
The theme of this is all about building community and connecting to each other through music.
El tema es conectarnos a cada uno en comunidad por medio de la música.
One of the biggest things we've done for this concert is we're all about making new music to express our voice. So everything we're doing is kind of talking about new music, new composers, and composing ourselves.
Para expresar nuestra voz queremos hacer música nueva. Entonces van a haber muchas composiciones que son de nuestros estudiantes y programas nuevos, compositores nuevos.
So the only piece that technically wasn't having a living, breathing composer was this first one, Get Up and Drive Your Funky Soul. It's by James Brown, the legendary and one and only James Brown.
La única canción viene siendo esta, que es escrito por alguien más, James Brown, muy legendario.
Besides that, getting everybody feeling good, it actually very much connects to what we're trying to do here with the music, because that style of music is the foundation of how American music is created here, kind of with the collective feel, like the pieces, all of our rock music, popular music is a collective composing concept.
No solamente viene siendo esa música para hacernos sentir bien, ¿verdad? Pero también es la fundación de aquí la música americana, que tiene que ver con el colectivo de todos.
So what you're going to hear next is actually our original collective composition piece. And it is actually using a variety of techniques. Some traditional ones where we learned how to take some melodies that were already given to us by the composer Jody Blackshaw.
Esta pieza que van a escuchar ahorita es una composición nueva que tiene melodías que fueron rendidas por otro compositor, se apellida Bradshaw.
And then and some of those techniques that we were exploring is how to layer in using cannons, using rounds, and also using small little motives from the music that was given to us.
Una de las técnicas viene siendo como por ejemplo cuando se repiten ciertas patterns, ciertas notas se repiten encima de una, entonces van a escuchar esas ciertas técnicas.
And then the other component is us creating together and using what we call like this collective jam band style of music. And it comes from actually the African American tradition of the ring shout that's come over from Africa and has stayed, and it's actually the foundation. So the ring shout is the foundation of all popular American music. And it comes from the African American tradition.
Otra tradición que vamos a usar y una técnica viene siendo que se llama African shout, ring shout, y viene del continente de África y lo van a escuchar también aquí.
And so the back half is, what you'll hear is this, we're working with the 13 Moons piece from her and exploring all these wonderful ideas. And then we pivot to basically kind of a jam song that starts with those motives and then really becomes its own brand new song itself. So it's really 2 pieces.
Realmente son dos piezas, son dos partituras formadas en una, con diferentes técnicas que tienen que ver con esa música nueva.
Let's hear it.
Escuchémoslo.
That was created in, so we started that yesterday. So what you saw there was a blending of so many musical genres and composition techniques.
Fue compositada ayer esta canción, poniendo en conjunto diferentes técnicas compositales.
And what we're showing is the only limitations to any ensemble is the limitations that we allow ourselves to be put on.
Los únicos límites que tienen un conjunto, un grupo de música, es solamente los límites que nos ponemos en nosotros mismos.
And what's beautiful about that style of music, especially when we go into that jam song, is as much as they're trying to include everybody, and they're also interacting with each other. So they're really, really making music with each other. They're not just playing from their page, but they are expressing their love and compassion for each other as they play.
Lo que hace esa música especial es que están expresando su compasión y su amor por la música cuando están en esta técnica.
And my personal love for that style is that we are going to play that 3 more times for the lower school, middle school, and upper school. And every time, it can be different. When you allow yourself not to only just say this is the one way to play it, every time we can change it in the spot, in the moment, and it can be always alive and living.
Esa técnica la vamos a usar desde la primaria hasta la secundaria de los estudiantes y cada vez va a ser diferente porque es música que está viva.
Because music shouldn't just be one time and then that's the only way it's ever played for. That's just not how music represents culture.
La música no representa, la cultura no está representada por la música en solamente tocar la música una vez y de una sola manera, ¿verdad? Pues diferentes maneras.
So our next 2 songs, composition pieces, are from from composers who are currently living and working today.
Las siguientes 2 partituras son de compositores que están en vivo hoy.
The first piece is called Rocket Ship.
El primero se llama Rocket Ship.
And the composer is Kevin Day. I'll let our guest conductor maybe tell a little more because they know each other pretty well, and he's a phenomenal musician who has lots of compositions out around the country.
El conductor de la música que viene lo conoce a este compositor y ha hecho muchas partituras, muchas composiciones en todo el país.
And our last composition is called Electric Breakdance. Before I play it, I'll give you a little more details, but it's about an alien robot dance club.
La última partitura se llama Electric Dance Club. Electric Break Dance, disculpe, que se trata de un robot.
And so what we wanted to show, again, our students, that often when we start them, we play music that's been by musicians who have been not just dead recently, but that have passed away centuries and centuries ago.
Hay partituras que los estudiantes tocan donde los compositores han fallecido hace años y años atrás.
And that puts limitations on them because they don't realize that they can be creating music for these types of ensembles, and we need to do a better job of making sure that they realize that being a musician isn't just playing the instrument, but also being part of the creation process.
El problema con eso es que los estudiantes que son los músicos no se ven reflejados en la composición, en el proceso de crear la música. Siendo músico no solamente de tocar esos instrumentos, pero también ser parte del proceso creativo.
I would like to introduce you to our amazing guest conductor. Dr. Armand Hall.
Dr. Armand Hall, el conductor.
Dr. Hall and I go way back from our time at the University of Michigan.
Nos conocemos desde la Universidad de Michigan.
They'll go UConn too. That's amazing. You know, we're huge around for UConn being in the finals. Dr. Hall is one of the best music educators that I've ever met in my life.
Los músicos más creativos que he conocido en mi vida.
He's had multiple positions, starting as a middle school band director in the suburbs of Detroit.
Desde la ciudad de Detroit ha estado siendo maestro de música desde de los grados de 6 a 8.
Sí. And then he decided to go back to get his doctorate at University of Michigan State University.
Luego regresó a ganar su doctorado en la Universidad del Estado de Michigan.
I will hold that against him for the rest of my life.
No le diremos en contra.
And then he became the associate director of bands at the University of Memphis, where he was the director of the marching band there and one of the ensembles, and was the music ed coordinating for a lot of the classes.
Y luego en el estado de Tennessee, en Memphis, la ciudad, se hizo director en la universidad allí, dirigiendo muchos grupos.
He was the executive director of rock music, another inspired student. So we have some students here from rock music.
Algunos estudiantes de otro programa que se llama Rock Music, y él también fue director de eso.
And now he's the director of program of Gateways Music Festivals, which is an organization dedicated to promoting all African American musicians.
Y ahora es director de un programa donde promueve para la inclusión de los estudiantes músicos que son afrodescendientes.
And in fact, they helped lead last spring, about a year ago to almost the date, the first all African American orchestra to play in Carnegie Hall.
Y tuvieron la primera orquesta tocando en Carnegie Hall en Nueva York.
And to go along with that, he's also the board chair, president of El Sistema USA.
Y también es el dirigente del programa del sistema de los Estados Unidos.
All right, let's hear some more music. We don't need to hear me talk anymore.
Escuchemos más música.
Just when you didn't think we couldn't get any more people on stage, you're about to witness another feat, a miracle.
Quizás pensaron que no podíamos meter más personas en el púlpito, pero sí, vamos a caber más.
We're adding some of our King Middle School students to our last piece, Electric Breakdance.
Algunos estudiantes de la secundaria para la siguiente partitura, Electric Breakdance.
And before we play our last piece, I want to say thank you all for coming out.
Antes de que toquemos nuestra última partitura, queremos agradecerles por venir.
And I also want to thank a bunch of people who make this happen. This does not happen without a lot of logistics.
Estos eventos no pasan si no es conjunto con mucha gente. Entonces tenemos muchas personas con quien estar agradecidos.
First, I want to thank King for allowing me to see this vision and allowing it to make it happen.
Primeramente la escuela King por dejarme tener esta visión y permitirle que suceda.
Secondly, I want to thank all the programs that came and the people who have helped chaperone and help them, the faculty have come with them.
Todos los programas, los 8 programas que vinieron también juntamente con los profesores y todas las personas quien los chaperones, los padres y guardianes que han venido juntamente con nuestros programas.
And I want to introduce, they're on our shirts, but I want to introduce all our students from different themes so we can give them different round of applause. I guess we'll just kind of go in the order of the shirts. I'll look and I won't forget
Sí,
anybody.
vamos a introducir todos los programas que están en nuestras camisetas.
So, Project Music, where you at?
Project Music, ¿dónde están?
They're definitely very local because they're here every single day after school, Monday through Thursday.
De lunes
in
a
this building.
de lunes a jueves están aquí en Project Music.
Next up, another local program in Tempo. Where are we at in Tempo?
En Tempo, el siguiente programa aquí también en Stanford.
We love collaborating with our local partners and making music.
Nos encanta tener conjuntos con nuestros patrocinadores.
New this year, we have Melody from Delaware.
Esta vez nuevos desde el estado de Delaware.
Also have the two youngest with us. They're third graders.
También los más pequeños desde el tercer año.
And I just want to comment on that. That's one thing that's very unique here. We to build community, we do it from the ground up. All ages are welcome so they can see and become part of the process.
Es una cosa que nos gusta de este programa, que los empezamos desde más chiquitos para que puedan ver todo el proceso.
Where are we at? I lost my place. No, we just did. Orchids, one of our founders with us. We're at Orchids. They started that vision with us when we started this, so we're really grateful that they come back every year.
Ellos empezaron con nosotros, estamos muy agradecidos que vienen cada año.
All right. Next up, Patterson Music Project. Where you at? They are a phenomenal organization, and I can't wait to go down there and visit them soon.
Queremos ir pronto.
But I'm still waiting for my Patterson swag, I'm going to say that.
Pero todavía me falta mi suéter de ahí.
We have rock music, we said them there, but let's shout it out, rock music. I'm not sure if they're the farthest away between rock music and Baltimore, depending which way we're going. It feels like a long drive to Rochester when you drive.
Parece que está lejos de Rochester.
And then we have Trenton Music Makers here for the second year.
Trenton, el segundo año que regresan.
And also from the Peabody Conservatory, we have Tuned In.
Y del conservatorio de Peabody, Tuned In.
And then our gracious host of the course, our King School.
Y los estudiantes de la escuela King.
I also now want to thank the people who really made this weekend happen. The awesome Project Music parents who have been serving us food, lunches, making everything happen, making all of our coordination
amazing. The Project Music que nos han estado dando de comida y ayudado.
Also, Gabrielle Molina, the executive director of Project Music, who's been helping me make sure I don't lose my mind.
También la directora de Project Music, Gabrielle Molina, asegurándome que no nos pierdamos la mente.
And I'm sure there are so many more people I can keep thanking, but I know we just want to hear more music and get this thing, and I want to actually get to do my light show. So, After we finish this, we want to take a picture. So if we can just freeze for a second, we have a photographer who wants to take a snapshot of this, a beautiful moment of all these students here making music. So after we finish this song, we just want to have a minute or two just to snap a picture, and then we'll be out of here.
Está iniciando nuestra última partitura. Después de que terminen los estudiantes de tocar, si pueden esperar 1 o 2 minutos para que tomen una foto bien de arriba y será al final.
Thank you, and let's enjoy one more piece called Electric Breakdance.
Gracias, y una pieza más, Electric Breakdance.